Hey guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to make this hair bow for Halloween, and these are the things that you're going to need. So the first thing we are going to do is heat seal all of our ribbon. So you're just going to take your lighter and go all around the edge. For our spikes, we're going to take our piece of ribbon and we're just going to fold it in half lengthwise, and then we're just going to take our scissors and we're going to cut a little V off the edge. Then we are going to go to the other side and do the same thing. And we are going to heat seal as well. So once all of your ribbon is heat sealed, we are ready to begin. So first we're going to work on our base bow. So for this bow, the first thing we're going to do is take our 1.5 inch ribbon and fold it in half. Then we are going to look for a crease, and we're going to take the edge of the ribbon and place it right in the center. And we are going to do the same thing to the other side, but in the opposite direction. So now we need to find the middle of our ribbon so that we can bring that towards the center so we can have our 2 loops. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. As you can see, I just pull up and bring towards the center. If you feel like you need to adjust any of your loops, just go ahead and do that right now. And now we're just going to make an accordion fold. So now you're going to take your needle and your thread and you're just going to sew right through the center. And then you're just going to take your thread and wrap it around a couple of times. And then you're just going to tie off. And just cut off any extra thread. And when we're done, it's going to look like this, but we can just pull on the loops to make it look pretty. Next, we're going to start our spikes, so you can just start arranging the ribbon any way you like. Now carefully pick up your spikes and then grab your needle and thread and you're going to sew through the center. And when you're done, you're just going to tie off. Now we are going to be starting on our surround bows. We are going to be making 2 of them. And the first thing we are going to do is take our piece of ribbon and we're going to fold it in half. And now we're going to look for a crease mark and place hot glue on each side of the crease mark. Now we're going to take one piece of the ribbon and stick it on the side of the crease mark and the other one on the other side. And now we're going to do the same thing to the other piece of ribbon. Now we are going to be putting the two pieces together by adding hot glue to the center and putting one piece on top of the other. So this is what it looks like once it is finished, and we're just going to repeat the process for the second surrounded bow. This next bow is exactly the same as the first bow we made, so we are going to be making it the same way. The only difference is this one is smaller. So now that all of our pieces are done, we are ready to start stacking our bow. And the first thing we are going to do is add hot glue to the center of our spikes, and we are going to be placing that on top of our base bow. So now we are going to be taking our two surrounded bows and we are going to be gluing one on top of the other. Now we are going to take our last bow and we are going to glue it on top of our surrounded bows. Now we're just going to be gluing our surrounded bows to our spikes. Now we are going to be putting our hair bow to the side and we are going to start lining our clip. We are just going to be adding hot glue to the top of our clip and we are going to be putting our piece of ribbon over it. Now we're just going to turn our bow over and we are going to glue the clip to the back of our bow. So this next part is optional, it's just to make your bow more secure. So if you would like, just grab some thread and go around a couple of times, and then you're just going to pull tight and tie a couple of knots. Now we are just going to take our piece of ribbon and we are going to glue it all around the center of our bow. And here I just decided to do 2 knots, but if you would like, you can add an embellishment instead. And then you're just going to cut off any extra ribbon that you may have, and don't forget to heat seal. And now we're just going to line the inside of our clip. And I'm going to be putting this piece back in. And now we are finished, and this is what your bow will look like.